So let's begin with sample variance. So let's focus on sample variance. So remember, the symbol is S squared for sample variance. Now for the formula of sample variance, we have S squared is equals to now. Remember, for the sample variance, again, xi is the individual sample values, while x bar is the sample mean over n, which is the sample size of a sample minus 1. Now, but what about for variance, population variance? So for population variance, we have sigma squared. So this is the symbol for population variance. Now, the formula for population variance is sigma square is equals to so once again, xi is the individual sample values, while n is the sample size for the population. And then this is the population mean. What about for standard deviation? So for the sample standard deviation, it is denoted by S. The formula is S is equals to the square root of S squared, or the sample variance. While for the population, we also have the same. Sigma is equal to the square root of sigma squared. Now, let's try an example. So here on your left is the given data. So once again, the symbol for this is xi. Now, we are asked to find the mean, which is the sample mean, the symbol, and then we're also asked for the variance, which is S squared, and then the standard deviation for the sample. Now you can pause the video and try to answer it yourself. So for number 1, we are asked to find the mean. This will be the sum of all the values. So we have 7.07 plus 7 plus 7.10 all over the sample size, which is n, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So n, lowercase n, is equals to 10. Now you can just grab your calculators. And now we have a sample mean of 7.025. And now, for number 2, what about for variance? So we have x squared, right? Now remember, for the formula, we have, if you would still remember, the formula is right here. This is the formula for sample variance. Now, let's just plug in the values. So let me write it again. So we have so the first thing that we will do is plug in all the values. We have 7.07. So we have 7.07 minus the x bar, which is the sample mean. So again, this is the sample mean from number 1. So 7.07 minus 7.025. And we have squared. So, and then we'll do it again. So we have, this is for the first, and then now we have, the next one will be 7.00 right here. So let's just put it in, 7.00 minus 7.025, okay? So we do this for every xi, or every value. So up until the last one. So we have until here. So we have 7.08, right? So we do it for each of them. So we have 7.08 minus 7.025 squared, all over n minus 1. So n is again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 minus 1. Okay, now you can grab your calculators and then try to solve this. So once again, we're doing this for every value. So 7.07 minus 7.025 squared. And then we have 7 plus 7.0 minus 7.025 squared plus 7.10 minus 7.025 squared, and so on and so forth on up until the last one, which is 7.08 minus 7.025 squared. So now our sample variance is equal to 0.0019. This is our sample variance. And now, finally, for number 3, for the standard deviation, so I actually wrote it down already. So this is actually the easiest. So to get the standard deviation right here, we just need to square root the sample variance. So to get the standard deviation, square root equal to the square root of 0.0019. So it is from here. And then we will get a standard deviation for we will get a standard deviation of 0.044. And now this is the final answer for our sample, for our example. Now, and that is it for this video, for the first part of our statistics playlist. And thank you everyone for listening.